a thriver. And I am a proud Go Pink DC team fundraiser. I'm happy to say that Go Pink DC has had the honor to be a top fundraiser for this very event that we're all walking in today. Over the past 4 years, our team has raised over $165,000 and partnered with the American Cancer Society to help in the fight against breast cancer. Our team, Go Pink DC, is more than an ACS Walk fundraising team, since we are also DC's premier dragon boat paddling and racing team. We are comprised of breast cancer survivors and supporters, and as such, we have all been touched in life-altering ways by this disease. And I see over here at the tents, we've all participated in many of the wonderful offerings that ACS gives and programs. I myself have been in the Look Good, Feel Good program. We've had people that have had free transportation to and from medical services. And there, of course, but people involved in clinical trials provided by funding from American Cancer Society. So American Cancer Society and our partnership is very near and dear to our hearts. Our team is also manning, or more accurately I should say, womaning the survivor tent once again this year. And last year, some of you, if you were here, may have met one of our teammates, who, Gail Messier was her name, and she volunteered her time as a massage therapist at the survivors tent. As much as we'd like to have Gail here with us today, offering her services again this year, unfortunately, Gail lost her final battle with breast cancer, and we lost her to breast cancer in January of this year. For Gail, dragon boating came to represent her struggle and experience with breast cancer. She wrote a wonderfully expressive poem about this experience, which she never got the opportunity to title. And in honor of her, I'd like to read you this poem today by Gail Messier. We began as strangers, a sisterhood of the unwilling, initiated by fire, poison, and knife, pushed to the limits of our endurance and back, barely to the bathroom and back. We now share a boat, a river, a lifeline, creating a fierce and festive flotilla on a safety net of water and new balance. We savor the synchrony of 20 paddles, clear steer, deep drum, never to be who we were, reaching for more of who we can become, digging deep in sickness and in health, pulling hard with hope, humor, and courage, reaching, digging deep, pulling hard. We paddle in the name of the departed. We paddle in the name of the living. We paddle in the name of our becoming. Paddle on, sisters, paddle long and strong. And thank you to Gail in her memory. I also wanted to say a few more words about Gail. She pushed her limits, racing on the water with our team and helping fundraise for ACS in multiple ways. She even stepped out of her comfort zone and modeled clothes in an ACS fashion show, another ACS program, Cure by Design DC. In that show, to feel more at ease, since she was way out of her comfort zone, she carried her dragon boat paddle down the runway with her. And that's what we're all about, doing what must be done, pushing and driving forward, pushing our limits in our fight to eradicate this disease. Also today, I'd like to honor another fallen teammate, Helene Holland, who passed away this spring after a long and valiant fight with breast cancer. Even when Helene no longer had the strength to lift her paddle, she managed to come to the ACS Making Strides Walk, and if any of you were there a few years ago, it was the year of the freezing rain and mud fest on the mall, and Helene appeared bearing pink and white gloves and pink earmuffs to comfort her beloved teammates. I also want to recognize Helene's daughter is here today, Susie, and she was a wonderful daughter, caregiver, and even took off from school to help care for her mother. And finally, I urge you to continue Gail and Helene's and Go Pink DC's fight to educate and fundraise and bring this fight to as many people as possible. Only working together in unison, just as we do when we race and paddle in our dragon boat, driving forward, our eyes focused on that finish line, and there is a finish line, in partnership with American Cancer Society, let's cross that finish line together. Let's end breast cancer in our lifetime. And for my teammates, go pink or go home. Thank you for your time today and welcome.
Thank you, Lydia from Go Pink DC. That was a beautiful poem. Let's keep paddling. Less than half an hour away from when our walk is going to get started. Now